Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm using this E6000. And what I'm doing with this E6000, I'm putting it all on here because we're going to glue that foam stuff onto here, okay? I'm going to glue it on here. And then I'm going to order duct tape. And once I get the foam to be that 23 inches, because we're about, this is 21, so it's like 2 inches off. I need this to be 23 to be able to put a sweatband in it and be able to fit comfortably and not be, what's the name? So if y'all see right here, I got my hat sitting with a bunch of stuff on there. So I'm going to have to get my handy guy to go with me to the hardware store, because I'm going to order some wood, because a lot of times when they be gluing, when they make these hats flat, they have blocks of wood with a hole cut through it and they sit it down, okay? So if you got somebody that do wood carvings and stuff like that, can cut wood for you, that's going to be good. You're going to need that. And right away, I'm trying to let this glue get a little tacky, because with this, it ain't going to stick right away. It's going to take some, you know. But I need the width first, and then I use the duct tape. Ooh, we squeezing that. Woo! Woo! Look at that. Y'all know what I think is so mean for people to do? It be YouTubers, right? And I guess they want views, okay? They want views, and they will post online that healthy people that nothing is wrong with, and they will post that something happened to these people, that these people are deceased or whatever. And I think that is so disheartening, disrespectful, mean. And to do that, I'm hot in this robe. And to do that to somebody, you know what I mean? YouTube should get on them, because that's not a nice lie to tell on somebody. You know, and they do that all the time. Like, they want some views, and they do that. But just put yourself in them people's shoes. What if it was you? And somebody wrote on there something bad happened to you, and you alive and well, and ain't nothing happened to you. I think that is so disheartening. I don't know why y'all do that. It's so disrespectful and disheartening. Like, y'all want views that bad that y'all would lie on healthy people. What if that's your mom? You know, somebody in your family. And y'all do it a lot to celebrities. Like, y'all be putting stuff out there like that. That is so mean. And I think that just to get some views is disheartening. Should you lose your channel for some crazy crap like that? Bad enough they be in everybody's business gossiping, that, you know, that ain't no crime against that. But to say, to put some misrepresentative stuff about somebody and these people are alive and well, I think that's so disheartening. That's why, like, a lot of stuff, if I don't see it on Google, I don't click on a lot of that stuff that be on these internets. So what I'm trying to do is, we're using this foam because this block is too small. This block is not the 23 inches that I need. So we're using this foam stuff to make the block the size that I need. We're going to do the measurement. Then the rest is going to be duct tape. And, you know, duct tape, when you get the duct tape, make sure it say waterproof. You need it to be waterproof. Waterproof. And don't use hot glue if you're going to use this kind of foam, because it'll melt it. And then it's going to come loose. And then once this dries, then Yeah, once this dries, then I'll put the duct tape around it. And I don't even have the duct tape right now. I gotta order it. I don't have the duct tape. So I gotta order the duct tape. Okay. So yeah, we gotta do MacGyver. If we don't have something right, we gotta improvise and make it work. But that goes from not knowing about the blocks. And like I said, I didn't know about the block, so I just look at a block. Oh, I like that block, and I order it. It don't work like that. You need these blocks to fit your head, because when you get it and you're trying to get the shape you want, it'll be too tiny. So we're going to get this fixed right up. Just how y'all saw them blocks downstairs. I did a MacGyver. And see, I'm sharing my secrets with y'all. So if y'all don't have a block right now, y'all got some old hats that you want to make your own, you can clone them and use them as blocks. But to get them fresh shapes like how y'all be seeing me get, you need a scratching block. So this is when you want to make them flat top hats. Baby, what you doing? What you doing, baby? Baby. Baby, baby. What you doing? You good? Okay, so now we got this much on there. And then now the goal is we need to let this dry. And I got to cut the bottom. And then when this layer dry, I can decide how much more I got to go around. So I don't even know what this type of, but this is like a packaging foam. Hold on. Let me move this. So this is like a packaging foam. We're measuring tape it. We're gonna measure it. But remember, this needs to dry though too. And this is a 21, and it's saying that it's 54 centimeters. But for some reason, that don't sound right when I just did it. I don't know. I gotta be MacGyver to get what you want, to get it done, get the job done. Okay, let's take a measure around. I hope one is enough. It's only 22. We need another layer. It's only 22 inches. It's only 22 inches. Only 22 inches. Yeah, so I gotta do more. It's only 22 inches. Now, you need to go all the way up. It's from the top all the way to the bottom, and then cut the excess off. So this gonna take some time, y'all. So I'm not gonna leave y'all here all this time. I'm gonna get off. I just want to show y'all what I'm doing. Then we're gonna take it and add duct tape to make it better fit. So measurements is important. You want to pay the right amount of money, get the right size, because if not, you're going to have to do the MacGyver, because what'll happen is your hats will run short. And I know you don't want that. So this is what we're doing. And I don't know what this stuff is. It's like some packing foam. But with the duct tape, it's going to be just perfect. Y'all see that? Like, I don't know, I got a MacGyver brain. This came in a pack. And I'm just like, oh, let me use this and do this and do that. I'm telling you, my little brain get to thinking. And remember, the duct tape is what's going to make this waterproof. Because when we start putting them things on it. And I even see they be taking shrink wrap and put it over their things too. And I think the shrink wrap help it release. Like when you be putting that stiffener and stuff on it. Now, I would say this. Maybe the duct tape will save it. Because when you take this and put the iron to it, this foam, it'll melt. So I don't know like how I be doing the steam. I'll steam the hat, but I won't steam this because it'll make this stuff melt. So keep that in mind. Don't put a steamer to this. Put the steamer on the hat. See the steamer right here? Put the hat in there and let the hat steam. Without how I be holding it to it, like y'all be seeing me do that. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. And the point of, I'm going to let y'all know the point. Give me a second. The point of going from the top to the bottom, because you also got to make this expand, okay? Because you don't want it to fall short, okay? It's got to expand. So it got to go from the top to the bottom. Oh, shit. The reason why I'm saying all shit is glue. And they're going to glue my scissors together. That's why I'm saying all shit. Get that out right away. Because your scissors will get glued together. Man, I wish I could just bust this whole glue thing open. Which I could, but then. So what we going to do to make sure that these is going to stick on top of the cousins, stick a pin right there. Because we're going to do the tape is what's going to hold this together. But just to reassure that it's doing what it needs to do, put a pin in it, okay? And if you don't want to use all this glue, maybe you could take the pins and do the pin thing. I guess so. So you see, as I'm adding the width, it's making the width of this wider too. So the black, I love it, but it just wasn't custom for my head. So that's why we got to put some more on here. Because if not, it's going to not do no good. That them hats going to be tiny. You ain't going to be able to fit it. This reminds me of bowling ball. You know, a bowling ball. Put your fingers in. So remember, the last step with this is going to be duct tape. So I'm going to let y'all go. It's 16 minutes. Some of these videos be just common sense, and I'll be taking so long because I be have to get up and stop the damn button, and when my mind get the going, can't stop. Okay, so that's all I'm doing. I'm going to keep going around till I make this block become 23 inches. Then it'll fit. So when I do the flat top, it'll work. Okay? So it's crafting foam. But remember all the tips I gave y'all. All right. Okay, so after you have did it going all the way around, you see I made it flush to the top because you need this to come to the width too. You see that? Because you don't want it to fall short. So now, after 2 rows of this, and y'all see it, it's flush like a pancake. God, thank you for my MacGyver mind. Thank you for me being able to think outside of the box. So now we're going to measure it again. And we got that 23. Okay, so if you got a wig block and it's too small, get that foam. So now we got that 24 inches. Now we cooking. I did order duct tape, but I got a little duct tape here just to get it started. But I'm going to get the gray, and we're going to go over the whole block. Now, I don't want you to make it tight. The goal is not to make it tight, because then you're taking away from the 23 inches that we built. And see, the duct tape is just going to make this block waterproof and more doable, okay? That's what the duct tape is doing. It's going to make it waterproof and more doable. So I got the gray duct tape coming. I just ordered 4 rolls, and that's coming off of what is it? Come on, y'all. Y'all know where I shop at. Amazon. So we want this to be waterproof. Now, the fact that this foam is on here, do not put heat to this. Put your hat in the steamer and just put your, you could put the steam on here from the hat, meaning the hat, after the hat is hot and steam, but don't put hot your steam iron to this because this is foam. It will cave in. It will melt. Okay? If you want to be able to put steam to it and make it waterproof, then use like cardboard. Use some cardboard around versus the foam. Don't use the foam. So yeah, this is what I'm going to make it waterproof. When that gray comes, we're making this waterproof. So now this is what we want to do. from here, we're going to take this, put it here. And what makes something curve? When you want something to curve, put slits in it. And that'll make it curve better. Because without the slits in it, it ain't going to want to curve, okay? And that's going to keep this part from the water being able to seep down and get in. And then we're going to take the gray duct tape when I get that, and we're going to do it all around. And we're going to have this block. But hey, it's not my size. It ain't going to do me no good being too small. So that's why before you order a block, know your size. Before you order a block, know your size. If you know your size, you won't have to modify your block. And this is after the hat then been steamed, after the hat is ready. So this is when your hat is ready to go on the block and make this shape. So I don't want you to alterate the shape. The shape needs to stay the same. Don't pull this tape real tight. And do not put a steam iron to this. Because the fact that the foam is under here, you put a steam iron, it will cave in. But just to be able to put a wet block on here with the waterproof duct tape, you'll be able to do that. This duct tape right here is waterproof too. And as a reminder, well, you the only one should be doing your stuff. So I was finna say as a reminder, so you don't do it, you can put on your block, no heat. But you should be the only one using, excuse me, your stuff. So this is how you will modify. I can't even talk. Modify. This is how you will modify a block to make it your size. So you know what? I need to go on there. I got another hat coming from a vendor. And I need to make sure they haven't even started on it. I need to make sure that that hat block is going to be my size. So I need to go on there and be like, hey, could you make sure the measurements is this size? So let me go on there. I got to get off here and go on there and talk to the vendor. But as you see, all I'm doing is adding it so that once the block goes on, it's gonna still give me the size that I need. So, okay, well, what I'm gonna do is I need to contact that vendor. So I want to make sure I got the right block that's coming because I've been ordering blocks. So this is my first one that came and it's too small. It ain't gonna do me no good this small. The hat gonna be too tight. All right. So modifying your hat block when it's too small to add the circumference that you need. All right, toodles. Okay, so now I added some shrink wrap on it because what the shrink wrap is going to also do is help this be totally waterproof. So once I get the duct tape, I'm going to put the duct tape over this, one layer of the gray duct tape because it's all I had with the white. Now I have the measurements that I need to make this can't even think. To make this the 24-inch block that I need because it fell too short. And this is going to be for a flat top hat. And at the same time, reassuring that the top of this block is flat and don't have it bulky. So you're going to go around it. See that? There you go. That 24 inches. So you can reshape these blocks, add to it. But the key to it, when you're doing it, you see this? It needs to be flush. and around here, flush, okay? Flush, flush, flush. So once I get that gray duct tape, I'm gonna go over it with the gray duct tape and just reassuring that, hey, now I got a block to the size that I need. So that's what you'll do. If you wind up getting your block and it's too small, that's what you can do to reassure that everything will be perfect. So you can have the block that you need, the size, and it'll still be flush, okay? Still be able to put each one of your and just making sure that it's waterproof, okay? So this reassuring that you get the waterproof and all the sides. So there you go. So this block was too small when I got it, meaning that when I go to, if I went to go do my hats and tried to do it on this, it would have fallen too tiny. It'd have been too tight. So this is going to be a flat block. It is 4.5 inches, almost 5 inches tall. But this is when you do a flat top hat. So I was going to do the one hat like that, flat top, but I wind up doing something different. So this will give you that flat top. So if you have to modify, if you wind up getting a block that's too small, I don't know if you can see from there. You see this? This is what we need to make that the top of this hat like this, flush, okay? So when you do the size and you do everything, if you could see from that angle, you see this is flat, even with me adding, okay? It needs to be flat for the flat top. And this right here, this little shrink wrap, this ain't gonna do anything to it. So when I get the gray duct tape, I'm gonna go over it one more time with the gray duct tape, because the white is okay, but I like the gray duct tape better than I like the white duct tape. It's okay, but I be liking the gray a whole lot better. So I'm gonna wait for the gray. This waterproof too, but that gray, it just seemed to water, moisture, everything. So because I have that foam in there and I got the tape, so I don't know. Now I probably would put steam to it, but I wouldn't put that iron, because that iron is really powerful and it'll just go through this tape and it probably will melt. It'll melt the foam stuff that's under here. It probably will melt that, the iron, the steam iron or whatever. But if I just put the steam to it, it won't do much to it. Yeah, but the iron, yes. But make sure that it is flush. But when you do your hats, talk to the hat makers, do your measurements. And if you don't know, you're new to hat making, kind of tell him so that they can help you, because you don't want to get these sizes and they be too, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you want to do that. Okay? So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. So, this will make a flat top hat. But the mold, I did get it from the vendor, but I bought it actually too small. And I had to modify it to make it work, because this wasn't a custom made one. This was one that was already made. So the one that's coming, he charged me more. And I told him my measurements. So he said that that was a little bigger than the blocks he had. So hopefully I wind up getting the right size with the Love Hard mold that I have. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Toodles.